Hello students, today we start the lesson number 10, cell and cell organelles. As we know that every organism is made up of cell. Every organism is made up of cell. Small is the smallest unit of the body is called as a cell. Okay, some animals are there, they have the only single cell is the body. Some animals are multicellular, so they have the organs or the organ system in their body, and they are performing different functions with the help of these cells. Okay, so some amoebas like Euglena amoeba, they have single cell body, so all the functions of their bodies, that is digestion, respiration, reproduction, all the functions are takes place inside one cell only. Okay, so cell is very important. Cell is very important, and to understand what is the structure of the cell, what are the cell organelles, means what is present inside the cell's body, we have to study this lesson, that is the cell and cell organelles. First of all, how many types of cells are found in the living organisms? So we have studied that prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells, okay, that we had seen, and the different types of cells we will, and plant cells are different, animal cells are different. So these are the types of cells. Which instrument had you seen to observe the cell? As we all know that cell is a microscopic. Okay, we can't see with our naked eyes. So to see this cell structure, we have to use the microscope. Okay, we have to use the microscope. Last year we have studied that cell is a structural and functional unit of the living organism. Just now I told you that cell is the basic unit of the, or smallest unit of the living or body of living organism. Same way, it is structural and functional unit of living organism. Cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. According to the function, cell of different size and structure are found in the different organ. Cells of different size and structure are found in the living different organs. For example, if cells are present in the digestive system, they are performing the functions of to release the digestive juices, and digestion, absorption is the function. But when you are moving towards the cells which are present in the lungs, otherwise respiratory system, they are performing different functions over there. So here the word is came, that is the cell have different size. The size is different, its structure is different, and it is different in different organs also. Okay, now here it is, observe the following figure and write the names and complete the chart. So we have to complete this figure. So first of all, we will write the names of the different parts of the different organelles of the cell. Okay, so first of all, here two cells are there, one is plant cell and another is the animal cell. The structure and function of the plant cell and animal cell is little bit different. Okay, as it is green in color, they perform the photosynthesis and prepare their own food. And here we will write its parts. So first of all, this part of the cell. This part of the cell is called as a which mitochondria. What we are calling to it, that is mitochondria. It is looking like mitochondria. Some organs are there, means we can't identify properly. So these are the mitochondria. Okay, then this is the cell wall. Here it is, I have to write the cell wall. Then it is cell membrane. Inside it, means cell walls inside cell membrane is there. Then afterwards, here it is this part is there, it is called as a which, that is a nucleus. Then inside here cytoplasm is present. Then these are the endoplasmic, maybe they are endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. So this part is called as a vacuole, and I think you have studied this last year. Okay, then these are the maybe, so this may be chloroplast or plastids. It is okay, it is chloroplast or plastids. Here it is Golgi complex, Golgi bodies. This may be Golgi bodies, or these Golgi bodies are there here. And then here it is the vacuoles which are present in the which animal cell. Here are mitochondria. This is the nucleolus. This is nucleus or nuclear. Here it is maybe nucleoplasm or nucleus is there. Then here it is small. Here cell membrane, and here downside cytoplasm is present. So these are the names. You have studied the cell structure last year. So these are the all cell organisms which are present inside the cell. So you have to do the practice of cell. Okay, and in our last year's book inside also cell structure is there. Okay, now here it is one chart, which things are present and which things are absent, that we have to note down here. So first of all, cell membrane. Cell membrane is present in both plant cell and animal cell, both. Cell membrane, it is present in plant cell and animal. Cell wall. Cell wall is present only in plant cell. It is absent in animal cell. Okay. Next, it is the chloroplast. Chloroplast not. So here the lysosomes are there. They are present in animal cell but absent in the plant cell. So here it is lysosomes. Okay. Plastids. Plastids are present in the plant cell. It is present in plant cell but it is absent in the animal cell. Now other which are the present in the animal cell and present in animal and the plant cell both, it is, if you see here the figure. So this is the picture of standard 7th textbook, and here it is the exactly we are getting. All of you take the screenshot of this names and note down the parts of the both the cell. Okay, so if you see here the organelles which are present in both the cell are the free ribosomes, lysosome, cell membrane, Golgi bodies, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles, mitochondria. These are present in plant and animal cell both. Only the cell wall, chloroplast, is present in only in the which plant cell and plastids also. And here lysosomes are there which are present in the animal cell. By using this figure, you have to complete the chart which is given in our textbook. So all of you take out the screenshot and note down the information over there. So next part is the asking to in our textbook. It is that which are present in the both. So inside it we have to write here, which is not given in our books. That part we have to write here. Okay. Next, vacuole. Next in our book inside vacuole given. Vacuole is present in both plant cell and animal cell. Comparative to the plant cell, animal cells vacuole is very small. Next it is the Golgi complex. It is present in both inside. You see here Golgi complex is present. And then next it is the so you have to refer this and complete the chart which is given in our textbook. And here it is last, just now I show you the figure from the last standard. From that we can complete this chart. Okay, mitochondria is present in both, Golgi complex is present in both, vacuoles are present in both, and which plant present here both inside. Maybe we can write here anything, that is nucleus is present in both. So many things are common. Just refer the figure just I shown you. Plastids are present in only in the plant cell, absent in the animal cell. Here I told you lysosomes which are present in the which animal cell but absent in the plant cell. Cell wall, it is present in plant cell and absent in animal cell. So you have to complete this chart by referring the figure just now I sent you. Okay. Now next part is the components of the cell. Okay. So which are the components of the cell? So first of all we will study the first component of the cell, that is the cell wall. Which is cell wall? As we know all, that is cell wall is present only in the plant cell. So cell wall, it is found around the cell of algae, fungi and plant cell. Okay, so cell wall is present in which cell? algae, fungi and plant cell. Around it the cell wall is present. Animal cells lack cell wall. Okay, animal cell means animal cell inside the cell wall is absent. Animal cell inside cell wall is absent. Then cell wall is elastic. Elastic means it is elastic. How our rubber is there, in that way it is elastic. Okay, means it is stretchable. The strong coat around the cell wall, cell membrane. Around the cell membrane, this is the strong coat which is present in the cell, and it is present only in the cell. Which cell? Plant cell. So here it is the cell wall. That black color it is given, no? This is the cell wall of the cell, that outer coating, and inside there is a cell membrane. Here this is the cell membrane. Okay, so this cell membrane and cell wall are what? Present in plant cell. It is mainly composed of the carbohydrate. Now this cell wall is made up of carbohydrates. Which carbohydrates it is there? Cellulose and the pectin. Cellulose and the pectin, these carbohydrates used for the means are present in the cell wall. Afterwards, polymers like lignin, suberin, cutin are added to the cell wall. These are there. Lignin, suberin and cutin are added to the cell wall as per need. Functions of cell wall are to support and protect the cell, to support the cell, to protect the cell by preventing entry of excess water in the cell. Okay, to prevent the entry of excess water in the cell is the function of the cell wall. Okay, now next it is the, as we told that cell wall is present in which cell? That is the plant cell only, and its function is the to stop the entry or to protect the support and protect the cell, and also prevent the entry of excess of water in the plant's body. And it is made up of carbohydrates like protein and the pectin, and afterwards what is added to it? Inside it suberin, lignin, these things are added. These are added, polymers are there, these are added to the cell wall. Okay, after cell wall we will see the next part, that is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. As we know that the plant cell has which the cell wall is present, and inside the cell wall there is a one more membrane is there, and that membrane is called as a cell membrane of the cell membrane. Okay, so it is thin. Just now I told you that it is, and that is the which upside is that cell wall is there, it is the what, it is little bit hard, but plasma membrane it is very what, thin layer, fragile, elastic covering that separate the cell component from the outer environment. Means which are present things, which organelles are present inside the cell, it is get separated from this which outer environment. Okay, so this is the cell membrane, it is present inside the cell wall. Here it is the cell membrane, this is given here, inside part is, it is called as a cell membrane. Okay, now the next is the structure of plasma membrane. So if you see here it is the cell wall structure is given, structure of cell wall is given. So cell wall, some here the plasma membrane is here, okay, and primary cell wall, then cell wall, and then here it is hemicellulose, pectin, just now I told you it is a part of the cell wall, pectin and the carbohydrate. Cellulose microfibers are present inside it. As we seen that the fibers are present in the plants. Okay, so these are present here. Soluble proteins are present here, and this is the structure of the cell wall. The structure of plasma membrane. The protein molecules embedded into the layer of phospholipids. What they told you, the protein molecules are embedded in the phospholipids. Okay, see here soluble protein is given. So these are the soluble proteins, they are embedded, means they are present. How the watermelon has seeds inside its body, same way the soluble is membrane soluble protein is there, it is present into the layer of phospholipids. Plasma membrane is said to be a selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane. That word is important because selective permeable means the which is useful for the cell, that only enter inside the body of cell, and other things what happens, there is no entry for the other things. That's why it is called as a selectively permeable membrane. Okay, so the plasma membrane is said to be a selectively permeable membrane as it allows some substances to enter the cell while prevent the other substances. Okay, so it is working as a strainer, but which is useful for the cell, that only enter inside the cell, and other things will not. There is no permission for this, what, for the entrance of this cell. Next is the, due to this property, useful molecules of water, salt, oxygen enter the cell and CO2 exit the cell. And due to this property, what they told you, useful molecules. Which are the useful molecules for the plant? That is the water, salt means minerals, oxygen, it is enter the cell inside it enter, and CO2 exits the cell, and CO2 is existed from the cell, means it's coming out from the cell. If any change occur outside the cell, if something is outside environment change, something is happen, then cellular environment does not do, the cellular environment does not change. Okay, any changes takes place outside the cell, but cellular environment is not changing. And why this? Because of the one, that is the plasma membrane. Here it is the plasma membrane, and because of this plasma membrane, anything is happening around it, it is not get affected by this cell. Okay, next, and this condition is called as a homeostasis. This process is called as a homeostasis. Means what? Any changes occur outside the cell, but it is not affect any, this outside environment, any effect is not seen in the cell environment, and this is because of the plasma membrane, and this condition is called as a homeostasis. Okay, now here it is the activity for us. How do substances travel in the cell? Okay, how do substances travel in the cell? So for that, so to get the answer for this question, we have to do these activities. Okay, and here it is the process, that is how the substances are travel in the cell. It is given in this activity. Activities that consume the cellular energy. First, activities that consume the cellular energy. First is the cytosis, and second is the exocytosis. So endocytosis, endo means enter and inside. So to gulp or engulf the food. Engulf means to swallow. To gulp or engulf the food and other substances from outer environment. So this is called as a endocytosis. And to excrete the waste material out of the cell, it is called as a exocytosis. Okay, so these activities are there. What? The activities that consume the cellular energy. Now, process that does not consume the cellular energy. So which processes are there inside it? The cellular energy is not get consumed. So first it is the diffusion. Entry or exist of the small molecules like O2 and CO2. Entry or exist of small molecules like O2 and CO2, and this is called as a diffusion. This is called as a diffusion. Means the CO2 and O2's entry or exit in the small molecules. Okay, entry or exit of small molecule of O2 and CO2. CO2 and O2's entry in the small molecules of CO2 and O2's entry in the cell, it is called as a diffusion. And osmosis, the traveling of the water from a part with more water part to the less water. And for this, if we take the resins, okay, if you take the resins and keep inside the water, then what happen? After some times, this resin swallows. At first they are shrink, but when we put it in the water it swallows. And why this happen? The reason behind it is that when we putting it in the water from the outer environment enter inside that resin means manuke. Okay, so that enter inside this, and it inside the body of resin, and it what happens, it becomes swallow, or it we see it is a round in shape. The traveling of the water, why this happen? This is happen because of the process of osmosis. The traveling of the water from more water to the less water means always generally where there is a less water, from there the water enter inside the body of that water through the selective permeable membrane in the osmosis. This process is called as a osmosis, and it is physical process of with three possibilities. Okay, so there are three possibilities which are hypertonic, isotonic, and the hypotonic. These are the three processes and possibilities of the process of osmosis. And here if you see the picture, you will notice that here, see here, the water, both water, from here's water came outside, then this water outside and this inside, and from here it enters inside. So why this happen? Okay, its study we will do in our next lecture, that is osmosis in the plant cell. So today we are going to stop here only. All of you read the lesson. Okay, thank you and have a good